So look, we don't have much time, we're all gonna die soon, let's get to it. I am married, sorry guys, and my female wife and I, we have a little baby, this adorable little alarm clock that gets me out of bed no matter how sad I am. And for those of you that have kids or have ever heard of kids, it does change your life, it changes your perspective. Like, I've always been into politics, that's why I have a collared shirt that's tucked in. But now I have a kid, and it's like, oh, I can, obsess about and think about my kid, or I can think about politics. Or I can worry about my baby, or I can worry about, like, Donald Trump. I can obsess about this adorable little ball of blubber that spews nastiness out of every hole in its body and has no idea how the real world works and just goes on pure impulse without care for anyone else. Or I can obsess about my baby. Simple joke structure. I do obsess about my baby. I worry about the challenges faced. This world is changing so rapidly. One thing he's got to deal with, like, I am Jewish, my wife is Catholic. I don't know if you know, but if the mother's Catholic and the father is Jewish, that means the child is a cashew. I know that's nutty, but it is early in the show, so you gotta... Okay. I'm actually not worried about... please, I don't have time for your applause. My self-esteem is gone years ago. It doesn't affect me. I don't worry about my kid when it comes to religion. I think we're a pretty open-minded society, but I worry about our new religion, and that's technology, right? Like, particularly like cell phones. Is there anybody here that does not have a cell phone? You see someone without a cell phone, burn her, she's a witch. Just everybody has cell phones. My nephew has a cell phone, he's 5. My grandma has a cell phone. She doesn't have real hips. You know when they find a lost tribe in the jungle, even they're like, oh, Nanook. L-O-L. Look out, lion. And the reason I worry about how many people have them is because of all the information about us that they have on them. Right? They know who we call, where we go online, who we text, they got GPS, they know our preferences. People are freaking out about being spied on by the government. I'm freaking out about being spied on by Verizon. You know what I mean? Like, Amazon has like precog shipping and like they have drones. Like, it freaks me out, and you know it's gonna happen. They're gonna start using all information against us, and it's gonna be through advertising. Right? That's how they always do it. But it's not gonna be simple like, Bing, have a Coke. It's gonna be personal. Like, Bing, have a Coke, Jeff. Maybe that'll bring back your dad. My dad is alive, he's just emotionally absent. I already get ads on my phone. I don't know about you, I'm a bit of a paranoid freak, so I don't have a lot of info on there. Like, the companies, they know that I'm a male above age 30. Right? So I get all these advertisements for like mortgages and sexual aids. I don't need information about mortgages. But I don't. Actually, what I don't need sex. What I need right now is like help not paying attention to this election. Right? Like your host mentioned, I feel like I'm watching on an endless loop 2 Girls, 1 Cup. You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of interested, a little bit excited and curious, and like I lean in, I'm kind of turned on a little, then I'm disgusted and I feel bad for humanity. And I'm turned on again. I just want, at the end of the campaign, I want all the candidates that we've seen to go in front of the American people and go, the aristocrats! Movie fans over there. And Trump, I gotta admit, I'm starting to fall in love with Trump in a weird way. Like, Trump, he embodies that American spirit of pulling yourself up by your father's bootstraps. And I gotta hand it to him, like, the guy is a genius with words. He can, like, spin a so's thing into another thing. You guys are country people, you know what I'm talking about. Like, if Trump had to fire a bunch of people, he wouldn't say it was a mass layoff. He was saying he was lowering the retirement age to now. And Trump, like, to me, like, it's so simple what Trump is about. Trump just wants to do to America what he's not allowed to do to his daughter. Yes, exactly. And I understand understand the appeal of Donald Trump. Donald Trump appeals to people that are nostalgic for a past that didn't exist. Right? Donald Trump's like, hey, America, elect me and you can be young again. You can win again. You can be athletic and virile and strong and dominant. You can have sexy Eastern European models with boobs and you can have sex all the time. Trump is basically a Viagra commercial. And like, I feel bad because there's something appealing about it, but I feel like he's using people. That's what he's a cheater. Like I wrote a book about cheating. Like he's just using people and I feel bad because politicians have always used people. He's just really good and they've used people because people are dumb. Right, have you met people? People text and drive. People buy Apple products the first day they're out. People can't believe it's not butter. And dumb appeals, like I remember when Sarah Palin was running, I want to be open-minded, always. And I was like, I'd say people, why do you like Sarah Palin? And the response was always, I like Sarah Palin because she's just like me. That's the fucking problem. I don't want you to be president. I don't want me to be president. I want my president to be like a superhero who can see in the future and like knows a lot of shit and is like super smart. Like that's actually why I like Obama. Like I don't agree with half of the things he's done, but I like that he's a smart guy. Like he'll think about things and try to fit. And I know that gets him into trouble. Like I think if Obama were standing in flames, he'd be like, now let me be clear. I do not like this fire. This fire is problematic. We will form a commission of senators and congressmen and industry leaders to study the source of this fire. It is my belief that we didn't start the fire. It's been always burning since the world's been turning. Did Billy Joel start the fire? Before I go on, I just want to say a personal thank you for getting a Billy Joel reference. Because I perform a lot of colleges, and like saying Billy Joel invades their safe space, they're like, oh no, people over 30 exist, so thank you for... And when it comes to brains, I'll be honest, like, the intelligence factor is why I have come to accept that Hillary is going to be our next president. I've come to accept, not a huge fan, right? Like, I didn't like that the other day she came out and had to say that she did not have sexual relations with those emails. But I like that, or for a couple, one, she's not Trump. And two, like, I actually think it's time for a woman to be our leader. I mean, like, women are our mothers, our daughters, our sisters, our aunts, our grandmothers, our granddaughters. In West Virginia, that's all one woman. And women have so much to offer us. Perspective and identity and experience. Women are a huge resource. We have got to tap that. And that is why I am offensive. And I just think there's so many challenges that we haven't even foreseen yet, that someone that thinks and can adapt and is not set in their way, that is important to me. Like, I think one challenge that's always been there, but it's changed, is the challenge of guns. Right? Like, I don't have a problem with gun ownership. I don't think presidential candidates should suggest that people use their guns to get other presidential candidates, but that's me. I just have a problem with guns getting out of control, so there's violence all the time, and I think there's reasonable ways to deal with it. The problem is, guns are something that it like short-circuits people's brains when they think about it. Now, there's a guy, a state senator, who wants to have secure gun violence, mandatory firearm training in public schools. I wanted to hear what he had to say. It's like, well, guns are just a part of society and they're not going away. Okay, maybe, fair. Problem is, same guy opposes family planning and sex education. Isn't sex a part of society that's not going away? Can't someone train me to handle the gun that I come with? Thank you, sir. Don't touch me. All right, look, I got the light, which means the super friends, and he made the hall of funny. So let me say this. The elections are wonderful. I love people are involved in politics once every 4 years. It's not enough. I think what we have to do is we have to fix education in this country. I don't care how you vote, as long as you think about it. That's my politics, right? But education is another chance for people to be taken advantage of. Right? Like education, college education. You need that nowadays. College degree, difference between working at McDonald's and managing McDonald's. And these student loan agencies, they know how desperate we are. So they take advantage of us. It's horrible. Right? Like college is expensive. There's tuition and books and Rufinol. And, sorry, just Bill Cosby you. Student loan companies, they give kids 100 grand, 200 grand. But don't say anything while you're in college for 6 or 7 years. But the minute you graduate, they call you up, they send you an email, they shoot you a text. When you move throughout your life, the first letter at your new apartment, student loan company. You cannot run from a student loan company. You cannot hide from a student loan company. Student loan companies will track you to the ends of the earth. I swear, if Osama bin Laden had a student loan, we would have caught him September 12th. You guys, my name is Jeff Kreisler. You have a fantastic show.